Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where Rockerman, it's sad, but this is the grand final of the night of Season 9, but this could be the most interesting one yet, although Prospect, that's probably going to be the best game, but this one could be just as good.
Honestly, this one had all the potential. Flip. I say had because Grandmasters and Inferno, some underdog stories. They made some amazing runs, but we have gotten news that Nuggy may have sprained his thumb. What did he sprain his thumb? Break his thumb? I think he sprained it, right? Was that the word?
Yeah,
Is that the word?
yeah,
Flip.
it was sprained thumb for sure.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
it's unfortunate, but hey, apparently Kai has sprained his wrist in the last one, so and they took home the chip, so you never know what can happen. But I think regardless, a Titan player with a sprained thumb is probably better than us all. Flip. So
Oh, for sure. Nuggy is, I mean, he won't go against anybody in this lobby. He has a good chance of beating him. Like, it
yeah.
doesn't matter. Sprained thumb, boohoo. But
Mhm.
earlier, I'm pretty sure Psycho, he had he had to hurt something. He hurt something rock climbing. I mean, Kai, he had a sprained wrist. The injury buff is real. They both won. Now, are Grandmasters going to win? I don't think so. But, like, you can have a little bit of hopium. Gallium, you can have a little bit of copium. I'm, I'm just giving them hope because honestly, I think Inferno take this one.
Hey, Inferno got to be the favorites here, in my opinion. Taking down Pinnacle in 7 and taking down Venganza. But you never know what can happen. Grandmasters, they did have that buff early in the season, and they have looked strong. So honestly, Flip, it's anyone's guess here, but I'm just excited and ready to get things going. Flip, we already made our predictions. Maybe we can remind the audience as we get everyone joined up on our predictions earlier. Who you rocking with here, Flip?
I had Inferno in 7 earlier. I'm having Inferno in 6 now. Nuggy sprain throne. Without Nuggy, it's just not as good of not as good of a series. Rocker Man, sorry. So, game 1, I think Inferno take it, and I think they take it in 6.
All right, well, we are going to have to find out, everyone, as this is it, the final match of season number 9. We are heading down to the Titan League Grand Finals. Inferno versus Grandmasters. Grandmasters in the yellow tonight here with Deluxe, Kamikaze, and Nuggy. And then Inferno over there in the red with Rocky Ears, Kratos, and Yerks. And, Flip, we mentioned it. There are some star-studded players in this lobby right here tonight.
Wow, star-studded indeed. And honestly, the most star-studded one would be Nuggy if he didn't have a hurt thumb. But I think it's Rocky Ayers. That man is playing out of his mind, leading this Inferno team to a great playoff run. So, Rocketman, I think if we see a good Rocky Ayers performance, Inferno, they might just sweep.
Yeah, they very well may be. Rocky Ears, one of those younger players in Nemesis, but he has made a difference. Definitely saw him in his previous playoff matches, so we'll be keeping our eyes on him. And I definitely think the other player to keep our eyes on is Nuggy. How is he going to perform with this thumb? Is it going to be too much of a debuff for him to perform at his highest ability? We're going to have to find out as Rocky Ears taking a shot towards net, trying to start out the scoring here. This ball gonna pop up high. Deluxe gonna fake underneath one, leaving out the mid for Kamikaze. Try and take it towards the net, but 50 is gonna come through on the backboard as Rocky is gonna clear it down the field. And Nuggy gonna try to take it back, but so far, Flip, we're about a minute and a half in. Both these teams still kind of feeling each other out, trying to find this first goal in the grand finals.
Yeah, I've seen so many 50s at the midfield, and I mean, whichever team gets an opportunity first, as Nuggy sprained thumb don't matter, gets the first goal of this series, and Gallium's got to be happy about it. But Rocketman, I mean, this is an interesting start as Grandmasters. I don't think anybody expected them to take the early lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone did, but I'm sure there are some people back in the Grandmasters org loving it there as Chess Hall looking for that first Grandmasters championship. But oh my goodness, here comes Rocky Ayers. He is that guy.
Oh my gosh, whenever you get scored on, just rely on Rocky Ayers to score right back.
Oh.
He does it so well. And, man, what a shot. Yeah, Rockerman, it's going to be a back-and-forth series if this game is any indication of what we got.
Yeah, definitely so here as Inferno gonna tie it back up. And Rocky, as we mentioned him, he's got to be that star player on this Inferno squad. Obviously, Yerks is a great player, and so is Kratos. No disrespect, but we saw it in that Pinnacle series. I would have seen them take down my Pinnacle boys firsthand, Flip, and it was all Rocky Ears. Just an absolute peak performance. And if he's popping off here, Inferno, it's a big reason why we both picked Inferno to win it in the pre-show.
Yeah, for sure. He's got to be that guy, and honestly, that Pinnacle Inferno series, all three of them played really well, like you said. But in such an intense game like that, you need that one player, and that was Rocky Ayers. But can he do it again? He's been doing it all season, and he's gonna do it right there. The dunk is that gonna be on target?
Oh,
no,
no.
and Deluxe, he'll have the clear. But another great opportunity from Rocky Ayers coming out.
Yeah, Rocky Ayers almost put that one on net there, but not quite meant to be, as it's Deluxe who makes that save. And Deluxe is one of those guys, you know, on this roster. We've seen Kamikaze, we talk about Nuggy, the peak player, but Deluxe, he is a Nemesis legend here, Flip. He's been around in Nemesis for a long time. He originally was on the Grandmasters a few seasons ago. I think back in Season 5, if I recall correctly, or Season 4, he won the MVP of the Titan League. So do not count out this guy when it comes to things. He makes a big save, and he's got Grand Finals experience to boot. So I'm really excited to see how Deluxe performs in this series to kind of back up Nuggy here, and if they can stop this man right here, Rocky Ayers. Oh my gosh, almost had to read the follow, but not gonna go.
Man, Rocky Ayers is just so talented that anything he touches looks like it can be a goal, but he does not have that one there. And honestly, it's going to be super important for them to stop him. But honestly, Grandmasters, they've done a good job so far. They haven't had the amount of opportunities they would have liked probably, but Inferno, they're usually a defensive team. And right now, I feel like they're playing a little bit faster than Grandmasters. And this offense, I feel like, is kind of what we saw against Pinnacle, where they kind of put on the pressure and the other team just didn't really expect it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you're a defensive team and all of a sudden you start turning on the offense, you know, especially in a league like Titan, it can really catch the people off guard because they are used to playing you in the regular season. They played you at least one time in the regular season. Oh, and this one gonna be a snipe from Yerks. Back of the net.
I mean, yeah, but another great 50 here from Rocky Ayers. He used all of his boosts to just stay in the air and get a touch on Nuggy's hit in Kamikaze. Coulda maybe had a touch on that, but the Yerk placement and the power, just too good. And a 2-1 scoreline here. Rocker, man, the defense from Inferno, it might be a little too tough for them to get through.
Oh, no.
Never mind. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cast your cursor because with a great kickoff goal.
Yeah, Nuggy, you sprain thumb it all. We've seen it. A great kickoff works out in Deluxe's favor, and Deluxe all over that one. He'll never miss those ones as he puts in the back of the net. 2-2 here now. And Grandmasters, Inferno, they're shaping up for something. Flip. They're both scoring here. Oh, Kamikaze, a little bit of a side flip. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but brings it back to his corner. And yeah, Flip, we're all tied at 2 apiece here for the moment. But oh no, watch out, Rocky Ayers! No way! He avoids the demo and makes the save.
And Gallium, I think I know Gallium's reaction was, oh my gosh, it's a goal! And then Rocky Ayers just shutting everything down. Like, what can you do against that man? Pre-jumps the demo and then gets the save while he's at it. But the pressure still not done here is Inferno. They gotta last. They gotta make sure they can at least get to overtime. Because then it's golden goal and then anything can happen. But now Yerks with the, oh my gosh, Yerks to Kratos. Kratos not gonna have the shot at Rocker, man. So far, both these teams, they're scoring some incredible goals.
Yeah, they are scoring some incredible goals. And Nucky gets it by 1 as this one's sent down. And here comes Yerk looking for it. But that one only gonna find so far as the corner. Okay, so we're into game 1, final seconds of regulation. Do we see a buzzer-beating goal here to win this one off the backboard opportunity? But that one gonna be sent away to the corners. Rocky Ayers can't touch and flip. Of course, these two teams so competitive. They start this series off in overtime.
Overtime, ooh, and honestly, what better way to start this series off? And right now, you gotta be wanting that goal more than anything. But if it's a good goal, fair enough. But I feel like one of these teams, they're gonna make a silly mistake, and so as long as that doesn't happen, I'll be happy with however this game turns out. Because most of these teams, they're playing really well.
Yeah, they really are playing very exceptionally well here as this one sent back. A save's going to come through in the midfield. Deluxe trying to get it down. Both these teams looking to win this game number 1 of the Titan League Grand Finals for Season 9, the final match of the season. They're trying to make it a banger here as we're about 40 seconds deep in OT. Deluxe dropping it down, trying to stay with it. Gonna pop it up once, but Rocky Ayers all over this one. Gonna leave it for Yerks. As Yerks taking it to the side, trying to stay with that one. Gonna find a dunk. It's gonna pop through just a little bit by Inferno. A huge demo, but the Grandmasters weren't quite ready for that demo. That was massive. It almost turned into a goal, and it still might here. But Yerk is gonna get that one around and flip for sure. You thought that one might find the back of the net.
Yeah, not enough faith on the demo, but one thing I've noticed is Rocky Ayers is sitting super far back. Now, he has a great opportunity to score. He's gonna do it. uses Rockiers, but that man played so much defense, and then the one time he pushes up, I think this is the only time I've seen him push up all over time, and he gets a great goal.
Yeah, that's a great goal, great read, just patient there, sees the double commit come through. Deluxe and Nuggy, you both go after that ball, and Inferno able to capitalize massive here. A huge game 1 victory for them.
Yeah, huge momentum for him as well. Definitely not want to... Oh my gosh, they're complaining about 50 ping. Recommend God, these side players, you're just so needy.
Hey, they needed perfect. I don't blame them. I'd want it perfect too if I was playing in the grand final. So we'll get that server fixed for them, and we'll get back into it. But I mean, Flip still, regardless, Inferno just a massive game 1 victory here as a 6th seed.
Yeah, 6th seed. I mean, they're playing the 5 seed, so
Yeah.
combined, I mean, if you add that together, that's only 11. That's double digits. I mean, I think this is the only double digit one, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Yeah, so it's definitely, I mean, the lowest seeded matchup, but I mean, they beat the 1 and 2 seed to get here. They deserve it just as much as anybody, so you cannot hate on them for it. But Inferno, Grandmasters, gonna be a very interesting series going forward. I think Grandmasters, they played well, but Inferno, I mean, Grandmasters goal, they had a kickoff goal. Another one that kind of just snuck in there from Nuggy. Inferno, they had some nice looking goals. I feel like Inferno capitalized on Grandmaster's mistakes, especially Rocky Ayers. He was able to capitalize on the Grandmaster's mistakes very often. So Grandmasters, with those defensive errors cleaned up a little bit, I feel like this a lot more close of a series. But Inferno, so far in the lead, and honestly, I think they might take this one too.
Yeah, they very well might here. Is we're waiting for everyone to hop back in here. It looks like, oh, there we go. Now they're working their way back here, so we'll get them back in here in this one. But it looks like everyone's back flipping. Now as we head to this game 2, we mentioned it. It was just the one mistake. But you know, if you're the Grandmasters here, how do you bring it back in this series? How do you tie this series up here? You know, don't want to get down 2-0 here in the grand finals.
No, obviously not. You want to start this one off early, but this oh, that's how you do it right there. Kamikaze, what a touch, what a dribble. Definitely not what I expected for this first goal, but Kamikaze does it really well. Great control there.
Yeah, absolutely massive control, makes the turn, catches Rocky Ears, hunting for that big boost. And you know, Flip, that goes to show you, even the best players in the Titan League Grand Finals, they will find the boost sometimes over the ball. And unfortunately for Inferno's sake, it goes in the back of the net.
Yeah, but you know, you asked what Grandmasters need to do, and that's what they need to do. They need to have a lead, because Inferno, while they had a lot of pressure, they're usually a very counter-attacking team. So you got to put these guys on defense and keep them there. And if you have the lead, that's even better. So we will see if Grandmasters can hold this lead, though. Because Rockman, Inferno, they had that man Rocky Ayers, and he's been a goal-scoring machine.
Yeah, he has been the difference maker. And so far, the only difference here is a 1-0 score margin as Grandmasters lead. And look at that fake there. Not quite going to go through. Rocky Ears taking it back towards his own net. Going to find one touch. But here comes Deluxe looking for the shot. Kamikaze out of the midfield. Throwing this one off the backboard. Rocky Ears. He's going to get that one just away to the side there. As now this one being hunted there by Kamikaze. But not quite going to go. Nuggy going to dive in. Send this one towards the backboard. Rocky Ears trying to get out to Yerks. Yerks going to send it down. Nuggy has to get back on this one. Going to make the touch. Just able to get it away there as here comes a shot. Kratos going to take it up high, and Nuggy can try to make the touch. And you know, all things considered here, Flip, you know, Nuggy's looking all right here. Maybe he's not absolutely 100% peak, but he looks, you know, suitable enough to perform here.
Yeah, I mean, he still has all the brains that he needs. He has the reads off the back wall, but it's about these moments where, you know, sometimes you need to flick the ball or you need to flick your joystick, and sometimes that can hurt if you have a sprained thumb. So he's done a good job mechanically, though. I feel like for a sprained thumb, he hasn't made like barely any mechanical errors at all. But his reads, they're still probably one of the best in all of Titan, and he's got the brain for it too, Rocker Man. So we'll see if he's able to continue this play. Wow! As Kamikaze tries to get another goal. That's another great dunk from Deluxe. That one not going to go in. And Grandmasters, they're continuing this offense.
Yeah, they really are. And you mentioned Nuggy. He's one of the best players in all of Nemesis this season. And Nemesis player rating, he is 4th in all of Nemesis, and I believe, if I remember correctly, I think he's leading Titan. He's 2nd in Titan, only 0.003 behind Bluey. So, you know, that's about as close as they can get to being the best in Titan. So you're exactly right. Even if he doesn't have the necessarily the mechanics, he does have the brain, and he can make it happen. And he has been one of, if not the best player in Titan all season long, and they find themselves in the lead now as Inferno was looking for something there, but it's actually going to be sent out 50. Going to go by Yerks, now hunting for this one. And Kamikaze going to send it up to the ceiling here. Nuggy going to dive through, going to send it towards the backboard. His Rockiers with the 50. This ball out of the midfield, but going to be sent down here off the backboard, trying to find this read. Yerks not going to find it, and still holding on to this lead here are the Grandmasters. Flip, and Inferno just not quite able to crack that defense yet.
You know, they've locked down on defense, and that's what they need to do. Kratos for the demo, that could be very important. Not that demo specifically, but the physical game in general is something Inferno, they actually use very frequently. So yet to see it very impactful on the offense. But if they start getting some demos on offense, they can start opening this game up. But right now, the defense of the Grandmasters hold it strong.
Yeah, they are, and you mentioned it. They just needed a lead, and they hold it. Rocky Air is going to find the 50. Grandmasters, a little bit of a double commit, though. Comes through, but they're going to stay with it here. This ball down. Kratos going to get beat out by Deluxe. Deluxe trying to make something happen. It's Rocky Ears who's going to find a touch, but Nuggy going to dive through, trying to get to this one. Going to find a 50. He's dropping down. Looking for that angle. Is Kamikaze, but not quite. Rocky Ears going to send it to the side. Deluxe a little bit bumped by his teammate there, but still going to stay with it. Trying to get a touch off the backboard. And now Flip down to a minute remaining. Grandmaster still nursing this 1-goal lead.
Yeah, 1-goal lead is all they need, though. But they're trying to make it 2 here. Oh, Nuggy. Maybe that spraying thumb came into the shooting a little bit there. That might make a little bit of a difference. But Rocky Airs with a great save. A great shot as well. Yerks, you can finish that. No, he can't. Kamikaze coming up big with the save. He also has the only goal. But that's only the 3rd shot for Inferno. And the Grandmasters, they've had so many. That is their 9th shot of the game right there. So this offense from Grandmasters, super good right now. And what a 50.
Nuggy.
That one, it's just going to roll in. Nuggy, the big man. What a goal.
Hey, and who needs thumbs when you can just jump up and just be a big body in the midfield? 15-2 defenders there at Rocky Ears. He can't quite get over the hump on that post. And a massive insurance goal here, Flip, as with 26 seconds left, the Grandmasters, can they close down this one? Oh, Nuggy gonna be sent up to the moon. Oh, no way! Nuggy, what is that? Is that ball gonna go? Kamikaze, no, it's not gonna go. I thought for a second there that was going to be the most insane goal we've ever seen in the Titan League Grand Finals, but it was not meant to be. But regardless, as the time ticks away, Grandmasters surely gonna hold on to this one. Ball moving to this side, and yeah, that'll do it there, as Grandmasters gonna lock up this game number 2, and Flip, we got ourselves a series.
Yeah, Grandmasters, you know, they're able to hold the lead. Unlike last time where they took an early lead, but this time they really locked it down on defense, and they only allowed 3 shots. So the defense kind of was just a good offense, Rockerman, and, you know, they kept Inferno in their own half, and it kind of felt dominant. Inferno didn't have that many great chances. Rocky Airs, he had 3 saves. Kratos and Yerk had 1 as well, but as a team, they didn't feel very connected, and honestly, Grandmasters, they just looked better in that game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, 11-3 in the shot department. I mean, that is gonna get you some good pressure in the Titan League, especially, and a massive win for the Grandmasters, giving themselves, you know, some life in this series. You know, going down 2-0, it's not a death sentence by any means, but, you know, now showing that both these teams are definitely here to play. And speaking of here to play, Rocky Hairs to try to get that one to the back of the net, but not meant to be. As we head into game number 3, as this one, whoa, pitch towards the net. Nuggy gonna have to jump up and make that touch away. This ball popped up. Deluxe again, gonna send it down. Kamikaze looking to make the turn. It's just Yerks. Watch out on your head. Oh my goodness, Yerks, what an absolutely massive save there his last man.
Yeah, honestly, 9 times out of 10 that's a goal, but that one right there gonna be a goal. A great demo from Nuggy. The brain. You don't need thumbs when you got that big brain from him. And wow, great shot from Deluxe as well.
Yeah, he knows the last defender is there, and he just has to erase him off the pitch, and he does. Nuggy gonna get the assist as well, and yeah, Deluxe, such a proven veteran here in the Titan League, as he puts that one in the back of the net. He will not miss those opportunities. Miss that one, gonna find it, and again, it's the Grandmasters in the lead here, Flip, and they once again have had the pressure. Oh my goodness, wait a minute, does he have a flip? No! Oh my gosh, wait, the shot gonna come through! Oh, Yerks! Oh my goodness, what a play.
Yo, he scores. This is his goal of Season 9 for sure.
Oh.
I mean, it's assist to Season 9 at least. That is an absolute insane play from Rocky Airs. They're able to tie it up. They're able to get a little bit of momentum. And Inferno, if they're able to heat up off of that, they could be dangerous.
My goodness. I thought for sure Gallium he was about to put that one in the back of the net, and we might have saw the gold Nemesis history there, as that one surely would have been on the highlight reels for a long, long time. But either way, it still works out as an amazing assist, and it gets Inferno right back in this series here, as Deluxe looking for the shot, can't find that angle. As Yerk's gonna send it down, and whoa, gotta get back quickly there. Whoa, not a good touch, and Yerk is gonna make them pay.
You know, there's not much you can do if you're Nuggy here. Kamikaze, you just gotta get out of the way. Like, he could have dodged that. It's not a good touch, ill-advised, and Rocker, man, we have another lead. So Inferno in the lead, they're usually pretty good at holding these.
Yeah, they usually are, but the Grandmasters, we saw that offense in the last game just absolutely pound the Inferno net. And for their sake, they're going to want to see it again here as this ball's sent up. Rocky is going to try to take a touch, try to take control, but instead it's going to be sent back to his zone. Yerk's going to try to race to it, going to 50 by 1, trying to look for a second, dropping it down to Kratos, but just a little bit too far. Rocky is going to jump now, setting it in. Deluxe, banging it down. Nuggy off the corner. Does he find the touch? He does, but not quite exactly where he wanted. Kamikaze still able to keep it in for the moment. He finds a 50. And the flip. Oh, actually going to mess up his team mode just a little bit as they're trying to take control. Deluxe not quite able to get back to that one like he wanted. This ball popping up. Kamikaze can make the touch to the side. Yerk's just absolutely obliterating Nuggy there. They take it down the pitch. Rocky is by 1, but Deluxe is quick up to it here as Nuggy gonna find a 50, trying to drop it down. Deluxe off the backboard, looking for another 50, but not quite gonna go. That is flip. We're approaching the halfway point here in this game number 3. Grandmasters starting to press a little bit, but honestly, both these teams looking for one more goal. Inferno for the insurance and Grandmasters for the tie.
Yeah, they're trying, but so far it's been Grandmasters on offense completely. Although not really anything dangerous. This right here, probably the most dangerous attempt of the night, other than their goal, obviously. But they just haven't had the shooting chances. That one, a great chance with another bump coming out from Nuggy. Another good physical play from Nuggy there, which maybe we'll start to see more of. As Nuggy gets another 50. Nuggy trying to get the shot. It's going to go high. Can they finish it? There they go. Kamikaze finally putting that one in the back of the net. But Nuggy with a great solo play here.
Yeah, Nuggy with a great play, gonna get it by, and yeah, Nuggy's one of those guys. He will get some bumps for sure. And actually, I think he's quite low in demos per game, but he does get those bumps there. It looks like he's 36th in Titans, so not really anything too crazy to speak of in terms of demos. But we did see the huge bumps there, and it led to something, which is a tie ball game here in this game number 3. Both these teams vying for this 2-1 series lead, battling. Looking out for Nuggy, gonna send it down. Kamikaze is waiting. Oh my gosh, he finds him, and Nuggy gets the goal.
Yeah, Kratos, I'm sorry, he has not been playing up to... Oh, Yerk actually got demoed here. Wow, never mind. Yerk, you gotta dodge that demo, buddy. I was about to blame Kratos, but it's definitely not his fault on that one. But Yerk, the demo coming out from Kamikaze, well done. And a good team play coming out from Grandmasters. Gallium, gotta be happy about that one. But Rockerman, do you think they got a little bit of inspiration from all these bumps from Nuggy?
They may have, as this one's dropping down. Dangerous ball in Rocky. Oh, off the post there, Yerks. He's going to pull the fake challenge, pulling the triple commit. And hey, maybe, I mean, the bumps in the demo plays, they're so crucial, especially in the higher levels. Oh, that one almost touched again. Kamikaze going to send it high. Rocky is forced to jump, but no one from the Grandmasters ready to make him pay. But going back to it, Flip, I feel like the bumps and the demos, they're so crucial, especially at the Titan League level where, you know, Flip, there's only a couple things that are going to separate these two teams, really millimeters between these two teams. When you get to this level, the mechanics are always good, the rotations are always good, and if you get a bump, it can be over.
Yeah, but can they get the game tying goal? Inferno, they need it. They need to do something, maybe a bump, maybe an insane shot here from Kratos. That'd be absolutely huge. No, it's not going to go through. I think he definitely could, like, against Pinnacle, he's placed in that top corner. Right now, I don't think Kratos is playing his best Rocket League. He needs to start heating up if Inferno want to win this series.
Yeah, they definitely need him. Kratos, such a big performer in multiple playoff runs for Bishops, Kings, and now, oh, this one off the post, the follow-up. Kratos trying to drop it on, but it's so slow. Yerks can't quite get it there. Kratos couldn't quite get that one on, and now with 30 seconds left, Deluxe trying to find a 50. Rock Ears looking for a 50 of his own. Nuggy gonna find one, gonna pop another. as Kamikaze gonna dive in. He's bumped off. Yerkes waiting. Got full boost. What does he got in the tank? Trying to get by Deluxe, but Deluxe, a soul read to send that one back towards her net there. Now Nuggy taking control, sending it up high. Here comes a jump from Kratos. It's gonna be sent off to the side. Final seconds here. Inferno need to strike quickly, but the Grandmasters aren't gonna let him have it. Oh my goodness.
Grandmasters, you know, they stuck it to them. They did a very good job in this game to just kind of outpace and outperform the Inferno. And whenever they got on offense, they succeeded in a lot of their chances. They did really well here, Rocket Man. But it's gonna be tough because right now the series has been super back and forth. So Inferno, they gotta get an answer.
Oh.
Rockiers, trying to get an answer there to get a little bit of momentum, but not gonna go through. Grandmasters are gonna win, go up 2-1, and Rocket Man, I think it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge because Grandmasters, they looked very, very solid in this game.
Yeah, they did look very, very solid in this one, and they battled back to Inferno. They had the 2-1 lead, but just not quite able to hold it here. And the Grandmasters coming through strong. Dougie still putting on that performance. And, I mean, Deluxe, that last pass there, that was a crazy one there, flipping. And now as we head into this next game, the Grandmasters can put themselves one win away from the championship. But Inferno, they got to find a way to battle backflip.
Yeah, honestly, Inferno, they had one goal that like they really created, and that was the Rockiers' absolutely insane dunk to the flip reset to the pass.
Yeah.
But the other one was Kamikaze making a very big error. But the goals from Grandmasters were bumps, demos, good passing plays. They outplayed Inferno in my opinion. Inferno, they have to be better. That's like comes down to it. They just got to be better on the defensive end. They got to create more chances on the offensive end. It's gonna be hectic. But in game number 4, it's gonna come down to Rockiers in my opinion. That dude, he just didn't show up a whole lot other than that one pass. So now he's got to show up big in this game.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure to put on the youngster here. Can he make something happen in this series for his team? You know, a lot of time when you're that young player here on the team, you're not necessarily looked to as a leader, but when you're the best player on this team, you got to be the one to perform. As this one is going to be saved away by him. As Kamikaze going to make a touch, going to send this one down. Kratos be blocked away by Rockiers. He's going to pop up high. Rocky going to get a touch off the corner. Follow-up attempt. Yerkes can't quite get to it. Rockiers going to keep it in, but he's bumped up by Kamikaze. Kratos getting out to it, trying to drop it down, but just a little bit too fast for Inferno to handle. As now Nuggy taking it in the air, going to flip down into one. Oh my goodness, almost a pinch, but Kratos big in the midfield there. As Kamikaze dropping it down, looking for Nuggy. The 50 is going to come through. Deluxe versus Kratos. What's going to happen here? Kratos gets a big win. This could be something here for Inferno. The ball's popping up. Rockiers trying to get to it. 50 going up high. Yerkes thought about going for it, but instead going to battle back. Watch out, Nuggy. No, going to be blocked away just in time. But Inferno, they've had a couple of opportunities, but also that one could have been a big one the other way.
Yeah, and this one could be another big one. A team bump coming out. But Inferno, they've had a couple opportunities, but Grandmasters, they're the ones, in my opinion, with the better ones. And Kamikaze, he's been scoring like a madman so far this series, and he gets the first one in Game 4.
Yeah, it's Deluxe again. Deluxe has been dishing so far in this series, and Kratos just not quite able to get back to that one. And really, these passes from Deluxe have been near picture perfect every single time in the placement. You mentioned Kamikaze scored quite a few goals in this one, and done a great job as Kratos gonna knock that one down. Yerkes gonna try to get that one. Rockiers with the follow. A huge play right there. Some big 50s from Big Crate and Yerkes.
Yeah, Yerkes, he's gotta get a better shot than that. That one, definitely not a good shot. But Rockiers, hey, he said, you can shoot, but I sure can. And places that one in the top shelf. Well done by Rockiers to be there. Inferno, they're able to bounce back again, but they gotta get in the lead and they gotta hold the lead because these past couple of games, it's been all Grandmasters. Grandmasters, they're looking to score again quickly here. Rockiers! Oh, Nuggy couldn't get the ball on target. And so now it's Grandmasters on offense again. And, I mean, it just feels like Grandmasters, they just have more opportunities. So Inferno, unless they're able to start breaking on their own half and getting these opportunities consistently, Rocket Man, it's going to be more Grandmasters to come.
Yeah, definitely so. And this one, almost an opportunity. Nucky can try to stay with it. Gonna 50 this one up high, off the ceiling. Actually, Inferno can make that read, but the Grandmasters patiently waiting. Kamikaze looking for Deluxe there. Not quite gonna find it as Rockier is gonna dive through Nuggy with a huge 50, dropping down. And force Inferno to try to get back to some Rock Years. Can't make the touch, and Deluxe is going to make him pay. There he bangs it into the net.
That's a feels bad moment for Kratos. Kratos gets absolutely 50, and he turns up thinking Rock Years has the touch. Doesn't have it, and little mistakes is all it takes. And this Grandmasters team, they're taking full advantage of every single one of them.
Yeah, I mean, really, every time there's been a play here, you talk about in the Titan League, you know, most times they'll make you pay, but sometimes even in the Titan League, there are times where, you know, not every mistake is capitalized on, but you're exactly right, Grandmasters, every time it seems that there's an opportunity, they are making Inferno pay, and if you want to win a Titan Championship, you got to play near picture perfect here, and so far, our Grandmasters are doing just close to that as Kamikaze. He's going to make the touch. This ball sending down. It can be sent back into the Grandmaster zone. Nuggie trying to stay with it. Going to get it by one. Going to try to get it by two. Actually does. Looking for a third here. Going to pop it up high. Kamikaze has an opportunity. Opportunity. The shot put. It's going to be saved away. Rocky Ears on the goal line, doing just enough. And now he's trying to send it back in the midfield. This ball going to drop down. Can Inferno put it in? It's still hanging. Yerkes looking for it. Not going to find it. Shot Rocky Ears, but not going to go. And again, that had to be the one. And it's a counter attack. Pain for Inferno.
Inferno, they had 2 whiffs. I'm sorry, Rocky Ears is the only one shooting the ball. Inferno, they need more out of Yerk and Kratos. They have to get more out of them because it's the Rocky Ears show, which is great, but man, Kamikaze and Deluxe are just outplaying them.
Yeah, really, right now, you can see it too, and they're finding each other in this one. And Inferno just not quite able to hit those connections. And I think you're right. There were a couple of good opportunities that Kratos and Yerkes had to put better shots on. Obviously, it's not easy. You know, none of these shots we're saying are, you know, easy. But when you're playing a Titan League championship, when you're playing for all the marbles here, you got to be the one. You got to be able to hit these ones on target. You got to be able to make these peak shots. And right now, Kratos and Yerkes got to look for something. And not like that. There is this one sent back into their zone. Grandmasters almost had something there, but Deluxe can try to get it through 50. Coming up towards the net, Yerkes is able to send it down. 2 Grandmasters are up there. This one off the ceiling. Kamikaze trying to get to it, but it's going to hang around. And with a minute remaining, Inferno, they got to find a miracle here. Otherwise, they're going to be staring down the barrel of a 3-1 series deficit as Deluxe not able to get this one. Ball up high now. Yerkes looking for the shot. Going to get a decent one, but Nuggie is there and waiting as Nuggie gonna take it up here. Rocky Ears trying to get to it. Oh my goodness, Nuggie gonna stop on a dime as that one's able to go and flip. Final 35 seconds here. Inferno still desperate for a second goal here.
Yeah, it's gotta come now. Rocky Ears, you gotta be the one to do it. Rocky Ears trying to get a pass. It's not gonna come through. And Rocker Man, it might be the dagger. It might, like, there's 20 seconds left, but it's all for naught in my opinion. It's too little, too late. Rocky Ears, give this man some help. They gotta have a timeout after this. They gotta talk because your Kratos, they need more out of him. Now this one, it might be a goal. No, never mind. Nuggie with another great save. Grandmaster, the defense, it was on lock, and well, it's enough to win them this game. Game 4, go up 3-1, Rocker Man, and you know we saw a 3-1 comeback earlier. Can they do it again?
Yeah, can they do it again? And will we see a timeout from Inferno here? That is the question here. Looks like, oh, there it is, Flip. Is that the one? And Rocky Ears says, I'm doing it, boys. Timeout, smiley face. Maybe the first time out of the Titan League playoffs here, right now, in the grand finals.
Yeah. I mean, they gotta set aside your ego for the grand finals.
Yeah.
Like, slightly extended. I don't know what you're talking about. You got like 30 seconds. Oh, whoa, Yerkes. You're trying to reset his router. He has had some internet issues. So Yerkes, yeah. He will, okay, yeah, Yerkes, he's gonna reset his router. He's gonna try to get that internet under wraps. You know, he had, like, I want to say upwards of 120 ping sometimes, so obviously ping in Rocket League, very crucial, but also ping in the Titan League, even more crucial. And I think Yerkes is kind of down, like, underperforming so far, and so maybe the internet will help you, maybe a little bit of copium as well, but you never know. You know, maybe they just need a little bit of hope.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to have the timeout from Inferno. Yeah, Yerkes is going to try to fix his connection issues. Grandmasters graciously saying, go ahead. And, yeah, I mean, Flip in this timeout, well, now Yerkes is trying to fix his ping. So maybe that was the issue. But I guess if you're sitting there, you're Rocky Ears, and you are Kratos in this one, what are you guys talking about? How do you break through? How do you bring back this series from the 3-1 deficit?
Okay, so one thing about this team, I don't know how old Yerkes is. I've never talked to the dude, but Rocky Ears is like 14 and Kratos is like 16. These guys, I'm not sure they have. I'm not gonna say the mental capacity because they're very smart players. They know how to play the game, but it's like, can they understand like what the mistakes they're making? Can they identify them and can they execute a proper strategy to fix what the issue is? In my opinion, though they might be able to get it done, but this Grandmasters team, I feel like they're just that much more experienced. They have that much more, I don't know, calmness about them. They aren't panicking. I felt like right now I've seen so many double commits on the side of Inferno. Like we saw Yerk try to back pass it to Kratos, and Kratos was like going upfield to bang the ball. Little communication like that, maybe because of internet, but honestly, I feel like it's kind of a nerves thing at this point, Rockerman. And if they're able to calm those nerves and they're able to like create an opportunity for a comeback, then they start getting some momentum going. Then things can start to turn around. But it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough because this Grandmasters team, honestly, I thought Deluxe and Kamikaze weren't gonna be able to match up to Yerkes and Kratos, but they have honestly outperformed them tenfold in my opinion. Nuggy and Rocky Airs, we know they're good, but the other two, we got to look at the other two because it's a 3-man team, and the other two of Deluxe and Kamikaze, they have been showing up, and I'm pretty sure they've accounted for like probably 80% of the goals scored, and Deluxe probably accounted for like, I don't know, 80% of the passes. They're playing extra.
Yeah, they definitely are here, and I mean, I think you touched it on the head. At first, you didn't have the point, but you got to it. It's the experience. That's what I was thinking as well. That's the exact thought I was having. It's the experience between these two teams. You got Deluxe, who has been there. He's done that. He has battled for championships before here in the Titan League, and on the other end, there is some experience there with these teams. With Kratos, I mean, Kratos has the most experience of the Inferno squad, but still it's not Titan League experience. Deluxe, he has that Titan League experience, was a runner-up in season 7, and yeah, was season 5 MVP on the Grandmasters there. I was just confirming that, but they've got the experience, and Nuggy, he's been around for a while. He's obviously one of the best players in the league, so he has that tournament experience. He's had that experience last season as well. But yeah, I do think it's on Yerkes, to probably be that, that leader in the comms. Unfortunately, he's trying to fix his internet real quick, which we should be back into it here in a second. It looks like everyone's almost back in the lobby, and there we have it. So I think it's on them here to join on back up, and and for Yerkes, I think it's on him, to step up and hopefully flip for their sake here. As we get ready to get back into this thing, they can bring it back. They gotta make the impossible happen and come back from the 3-1 deficit, but we've seen it before.
Yeah, we have. We saw it earlier today. Can they do the same? Yerkes trying to get a good 50, and honestly, Rockerman, Kratos as well. He's gonna be that guy, like you said. He has a little bit of experience in at least Nemesis Grand Finals, so he's gonna be a guy you also look to. Rocky Airs, though, he's the best player on the team for a reason, and you're going to need to see it here. They're going to make an epic comeback for this last match of Season 9, and Rocketman, I think it starts very early on here. I think Inferno quick.
Yeah, Inferno, they got to score quick here, and hopefully for their sake, they can do it, but watch out, Yerkes. Can you make a big save? No, you cannot. Kamikaze just dunks him down.
Rocky Airs, he wanted a better touch. I think he wanted to bend that ball. One little mistake, and guess who capitalizes it? Again, Kamikaze with another goal. Doing really, really well. Nuggy obviously play, interference there, but Grandmasters, they're just so consistently good at capitalizing. And Inferno, they're making a little too many mistakes right now. So I don't know if their mistakes have been cleaned up because that timeout, Yerkes wasn't in it. It's a Rocketman. We gotta see a change very quickly from Inferno.
Yeah, we definitely do, and hopefully for their sake, they can find it. But it's got to start now here in this game number 5, or will be the Grandmasters, their first ever championship. They've been a team since Season 2. They have been around the Titan League, had a couple of seasons where they were the best team in Titan League, the 1 seed. but couldn't quite close it off. Is this the season as the 5 seed? It very well maybe as a huge miss, and Nuggy, he makes him pay.
Not gonna lie, your internet router did not get better whenever you restart your internet. He's still at like 130 ping. I'm not saying that's an excuse, but I'm saying it's a reason that he's not hitting that ball for sure. So it's gonna be a little bit challenging. Down 2-0, down 3-1 in the series. Rocketman, if they're able to manage this comeback at this point, I will be impressed. Like, there's plenty of time, but the mental's got to be going through something for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's got to be a tough mental position, and that's, again, where you rely on your leaders. And, you know, maybe it's up to Rocky Ears, the leader of the mechanics, to make something happen. But they got to find something. They got to make it happen here. This ball, a great pass. Kratos going to try to slide it through, but not quite enough power. Tough angle to find. Deluxe makes the save. And it's every time here, Flip. It seems every time they have a chance, it's just too weak of a shot, or the Grandmasters in the perfect position. And then on the other end, it's the exact opposite.
Now, it's bangers on the other end with great, not great positioning by Inferno on the other end, but Grandmasters, they're doing everything they need to do. And honestly, they're looking like an insane Titan team. It's no wonder they were able to beat the Dragons and able to come this far. But now, they're up 2-0. Can they continue it? Rocketman, these guys, they've looked so dominant and they look so composed. Sprain thrown from Nuggy, doesn't matter. His two teammates, they are picked up any sort of slack. Now, there hasn't been much, but God, this Grandmasters team, they are looking absolutely phenomenal. Inferno, you got so much work to do in only half a game.
They got half a game, but they got a big shot from Rocky Ears to fight in the back of the net.
Okay, it happened. They got a goal, but it's still not enough, Rocketman. Like, I don't know. It's a good shot from Rocky Ears, don't be wrong, but Grandmasters, they look so good. I'm not sure if that one goal is enough, but they got to prove me wrong at this point.
Hey, they've got to prove everyone wrong here. But they have done that, Flip, all season long. They have proved the doubters wrong. No one thought that they would make it this far. No one thought they would be pinnacle. And they took them down in 7, and no one thought we could be seeing Inferno in the grand finals. But these guys, they believed, and there's a reason that they're here. But can they prove it here in the final 2 minutes? Could be the final 2 minutes of their season here if they're not able to capitalize and strike into the net. A huge bump. Is it on target? No, Kamikaze just back in time. Rocky is high off the backboard, but the touch going to come through from the Grandmasters. Flip reset. Trying to get that attempt. Going to be dunked down. Actually going to work out in Grandmaster's favor as that one heads to Deluxe. Yerkes dropping it down. Rocky is not quite ready to get up for that one. He's lurking around. Rocky is going to turn on it, but not a good touch from him as Nuggy going to try to waste the time, forcing some Inferno defenders to commit there. It's Kamikaze. He's bumped. The demo comes through from Kratos, but it's still there. A little bit of a mistouch comes through as this one sent up towards the backboard. Deluxe. Oh, trying to drop it down. Yerkes gonna have to make the touch. Looking for another one. Can't find it. This ball's still floating around, but Flip the time. It is ticking. Does Rocky Ears have something here? Trying to find it. It's dropping down. Could be 50 away, but again, the clock ticks.
Yeah, clock ticks, and honestly, every second that you see, you're about to see it go down to the double digits. 1 minute remaining. That thing pops up on your screen. You're panicking if you're Inferno.
Oh.
Yerkes. Oh, but he had it, but Nuggy got the breach on the save. That one could have been a huge one. But instead, Grandmasters gain even more momentum from that.
They do. That was a massive save by Nuggy. A huge performance. But Inferno, the time is ticking. You know, you saw that flash up on your screen. Under 60 seconds remaining. Now down to 40. Grandmasters, they're going to dunk it through. Nuggy getting this one up high. Inferno, they got to make some magic happen. It's Rocky Ears. He's by 1. Kratos sending it down, but he just kind of threw it away. Needed to control that one, but not going to find it. And that allows the Grandmasters to escape for the moment. Looking for the dagger. It's Deluxe.
Kamikaze, Deluxe, the duo. They have looked so good in this grand final. What a shot from Deluxe as well. But, man, it's just, Inferno just seemed panicked. Inferno just seemed not in control. And, well, it's been Grandmasters almost all series, Rockerman. And it's with 20 seconds remaining. Barring a miracle, they're going to be your Titan League Season 9 champions.
Oh, with the flip reset. Why not? Wow. Why not, Nuggy? Show us up here. Thumb doesn't matter. They are going to do it.
That man. Giving everybody a big thumbs up with that sprained thumb of his. He's got to be. He's been so good. It's just a little unfortunate for Inferno. I think they had a great season. But Nuggy, you know what, Nuggy? Maybe. To be fair, Rocker Man, this was the only game I got wrong. I did well.
Hey,
This is the only game I got wrong.
he came back. Flip came back. And speaking of coming back, it's the Grandmasters. They are your Season 9 Titan League champions. The first time in their history, they are the champs here. And my goodness, Flip, what a performance from them, just dominating here tonight.
Man, what a performance. Obviously from the Grandmasters, but hey, the Chess Hall Org showing up. It's 2 chips in one night. They did their parts. Obviously, the burger buff is real. Apparently, Gallium
Apparently.
2-0, yeah, 2-0 in the grand finals. So it's you know what? They did good. And Grandmasters, they did what they needed to do. So honestly, Inferno, you had a great season. Rock Ears, you played great. Yerk's internet issues obviously suck. And Kratos, I think Kratos is still most improved player in all of Titan, but it's just not their day. But Rockman, sorry, that was the last game of season 9, and obviously very very, I don't want to say anticlimactic. It was a very good series, but definitely I kind of wanted a game 7. I expected a game 7 out of this one, so I'm kind of disappointed. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were expecting a potential game 7, but you got to give credit where it's due. The Grandmasters, they come out strong and they just kind of throttled Inferno really. And Inferno, they did not have the answer there, and they're gonna take it. So congratulations to the Grandmasters, their first ever chip for the chess hall, bringing it home. Congratulations to them. And yeah, like you mentioned, 2 chips on the night. They went from 0 to 2 in one night there, so congratulations. It's been 9 long seasons, but I know all the chess hall fans out there, they're happy to bring one home finally. So congratulations once again. And as always, we got to thank everyone here at the end of the season. It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming here, Flip. It's been a long season. There have been some turbulent times. There have been some crazy times. There have been some epic times. But all in all, I think it's been a fun time.
It has been a blast for sure. It's gonna be, a season to remember. Good or bad, it's gonna be a season to remember. Honestly, this playoffs though, I felt like very interesting playoffs. So many 6 seeds made the semifinals. A couple upsets
Yeah.
in the grand finals. Novice
7 seed
dissonance. Ah,
diffusion.
giving them the first diffusion. Sorry, not dissonance. But giving the org the first win
Yeah.
and a 7 seed doing it, obviously, definitely unexpected. I mean, you and I predicted it, but like everybody else, yeah,
They didn't
had no
believe.
clue.
They didn't believe, Flip. But yeah, no, it has been crazy. It has been fun. Again, I gotta thank everyone here. There's been a lot of people that have helped us get this far. So bear with me. I do also, before people start heading out, before I do have something to leak at the end of this stream before we head out. So
Oh,
I got some spicy things I think I want to leak out there for everyone. But I got to give a thanks to all the managers out there. Obviously, first starting with Squirrel. He hasn't been as active this season, but he's always been there, the senior manager. Much love to Squirrel, Mallow, Ruth, Valaire, DJD, all those people helping out there on that end of things. And then huge shout out to the entire media team, especially led by Gallium. He's been big this season. Kareem been huge on the graphics end of things, and then Dan and the news team. Silver J, shout out to you, helping out. Obviously, Midnight has been big on that team as well. So huge shout out to all those people, all the streamers as well, all the mods helping out. I don't think I can get everyone individually name by name, but again, all the streamers, all the commentators, you guys make this thing work, all the staff. We couldn't do Nemesis without you guys. So once again, thank you from the bottom of our heart. Thank you guys for helping out. Hopefully we can continue it on into season 10. I know it's gonna be an exciting one. It's gonna be there's gonna be a little bit of a break between this season and season 10. But what I will say is, Flip, people have been questioning. People have said, "Hey, Rocker Man, where are the season 11 draft picks?" And
mm,
I've told them they're gone. They don't exist, and there's a reason for that, Flip. Not in season 10, but season 11, we're having a full reset of the draft. Everyone except for the GMs are going to the draft. I'll officially confirm it here. Everyone's going to the draft. So season 11 on the horizon. It's going to be a full reset. So things are going to get shaken up. Obviously, season 10, we got one more run. We get to the big number 10, and then after that, we're heading into the reset. So prepare yourselves. It's gonna be very exciting.
wow, that sounds absolutely insane. I can't wait. I'm very intrigued, but I mean, we're hitting double digits. That's
Yeah.
monumental, for sure. But I mean, one thing, Rockman, we want to say thanks you to you. Obviously, this league is not possible without you. So, thank you for making very enjoyable experience. Others, they might say they hate it, but they're always here for you. And honestly, could not be possible without you. So, great job running it. And honestly, 9 seasons and hopefully more to come of greatness. So hopefully, season 10. Hopefully, it's just even better.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Flip. I appreciate everyone again who supported. Like I said, it's not it's not possible without all you guys. Obviously, I can put in a lot of work, but without the people supporting it, Nemesis wouldn't be. So again, thank you all so much. And well, I guess that's it. I guess that's it for season number 9. Thank you again. Congratulations to all our champions of the season. Congratulations to everyone on their great seasons. And well, folks, we got a break, but we will be back for season 10. So thank you all very much for watching and have a great night.
Deuces.